Hello again, Jamie Campbell here with Mrs. Campbell's Farm. Hopefully you saw the video, and this is the video that's going to explain to you that green screen segment that it suddenly went blanked out on. You're going to be seeing this. If you stay tuned to my channel, you'll be seeing uploads of storyboards and hopefully animation segments coming into this. So what's happening here is we're seeing little Abner for the very first time. Abner's a little lamb that he says he can't ba. And he spots three ewes having brunch in the morning, and he wants to just say hello and find out what's going on with his flock mates, because he's very curious. He's very inquisitive about everything around him. You know, he's not really a newborn, but the world is very much new to him. He's a youngster, so he just wants to go make himself known and say good morning. And when he does so, the ewes don't understand why he's following them. Like, how dare he follow them? He's a strange boy. He can't ba like everybody else, and therefore he's an outcast. Why should he even be bothered to even hang out with the rest of the flock? He should just go throw himself to the wolves or something. And they start talking about him in that light in front of Abner, and Abner gets hurt, and he goes off, and he finds two other sheep to talk to. A father ram, a father ram rather, and his lamb, also a boy lamb named Buzz and Buddy. Buzz is the dad, and Buddy's the little boy friend to Abner. Meanwhile, a horse comes down, escaped from a farm down the street, and he starts talking to the old ewes, because the old ewes have all the juicy gossip around, and they're also closest to the road that he just came down from his farm. And he wants all the juicy gossip. They tell him that Abner was born, and his sister Abigail, but Abigail's cool. Abner is not, because he can't say ba. He says ab, and Eddie doesn't understand why this could possibly be a bad thing. You know, so what? He speaks differently. You know, you don't throw somebody out just because they don't conform to everything that you expect them to. So he might have something cool to offer everybody, but the ewes don't see this. So he goes off and he spots Buzz, Buddy, and Abner, which he doesn't know it's Abner yet, but he does know Buzz and Buddy. And he goes up to them, and meanwhile, while he goes up to them, they're having a huge argument. Buzz and Buddy and Abner and Eddie are witnesses to this. And what they're arguing about is Bud wants to hang out with Abner, and Buzz won't have anything to do with it. Buzz is very upset that his son wants to hang out with him, and he says, well, what does he call you? Bud, what does he call you? And Bud says, well, Dubby, because he can't ba, and he can't make any ba sounds, so he calls me Dubby, and I'm cool with that. It's all right. Bud says, I won't have any such boy hanging out with it. I won't allow that. You don't hang out with strange boys. And Bud's trying to make a argument on Abner's behalf. Like, it's okay, so what? But Buzz won't have it, and Abner is hurt again, and he takes off towards an apple tree in the meadow. Eddie is about to follow Abner, but he confronts Buzz, and he says, do you need to pick on a little guy to make yourself feel good? You're a big, muscled ram, and you need to pick on a little guy to feel good? Something's not right with you, Buzz. And he takes off towards Abner. And Abner's under an apple tree, looking at all the ants and butterflies around him, and he's studying how the ants are communicating with one another, and with their little antenna waving and talking, communicating and how to build their ant farm and colony. And Abner's very much fascinated, and he's mesmerized by this, and he doesn't realize that Eddie has snuck up behind him and starts talking to him. And Eddie's wondering, he's like, so what are you doing? And Abner, without knowing he's talking to anybody, goes, oh, the ants are so cool. They're communicating with each other, and do you know how they work together? And do you know how much they can carry? They can carry, oh my gosh, they carry far more than their body weight, and they're amazing. And Eddie's like, wow, you are so cool. you're like one of the first little lambs I've ever seen get involved with the world around you. That is so cool that you actually notice what the ants are doing. That is really cool and clever of you. And then Abner realizes that he's talking to a complete stranger, and he gets quite upset about it, and he gets offended, and he wants to know, why did Eddie follow him? Does he want to make fun of him too? And Eddie assures him that no, he wanted to know what all the fuss was about, and he doesn't see why anybody would want to consider him an outcast, because really he has so much more to offer the flock than they realize. And that's when it cuts out, and we go back to the barn. And that's it. So I hope you enjoy it. And this is the part that's going to be I'm going to be sharing with you storyboards and hopefully some rough animation. So stay tuned. I'm excited and hope all of you enjoy it. Thank you very much. Bye for now. Be abnormal and proud of it.